Right then, let me tell you my story. It's a bit of a doozy, if I do say so myself. My name's Khudadad Khan, and while I'm just a simple man from a little village called Dab in the Punjab, that's Pakistan now, I ended up doing something that's got my name etched in history. I was born in 1888, a Pathan lad, raised tough near the Afghan border. It was a land that bred resilience, something I'd need more than I ever imagined. Life wasn't easy, but it taught you to stand your ground and be ready for anything. That's probably what drew me to the British Indian Army. Gave a man purpose, a chance to see the world, and, well, a steady wage didn't hurt either. I joined the 129th Duke of Connaught's own Baluchis, proud regiment. That. Then came the Great War, the First World War they called it. Bloody awful business. Before I knew it, I was shipped off to Europe in October 1914, one of 20,000 Indian soldiers sent to prop up the British. We were told we were needed to stop the Germans from grabbing ports like Boulogne and Newport. Strategic, they called them. All I knew was it was cold, wet, and terrifying. The trenches. Lord, the trenches. Mud up to your knees, rats everywhere, and the constant fear of a shell landing right on top of you. Supplies were scarce, the food was grim, and the Germans were relentless. We were holding the line near Hollebeke, Belgium. That place will forever be etched in my memory. October 31st, 1914. That was the day. The Germans came at us with everything they had. We were outnumbered, maybe 5-1. My regiment fought like lions, I tell you, but they just kept coming. I was a machine gunner, part of a 2-gun team, tasked with holding a crucial section of the line. Our job was to mow them down, to stop them from breaking through. The barrage started, and the earth shook. Shells exploded all around, sending dirt and shrapnel flying. We held our nerve, waited for the signal, and then we opened fire. The machine gun rattled, spitting bullets into the advancing German ranks. They fell like wheat before a scythe, but more kept coming.
The air was thick with smoke, the screams of the wounded were deafening.
One by one, my comrades fell. The gun next to us was silenced. Then, the man feeding my gun took a bullet to the head. Gone. Just like that. I kept firing, reloading, firing again. The gun was hot, burning my hands, but I couldn't stop. Not yet. We had to hold. More Germans came, swarming over the trenches. Another of my crew went down, and then another. I was alone. Just me and my machine gun against the whole damn German army. I was wounded, a piece of shrapnel tearing through my leg, but the adrenaline kept me going. I kept firing, kept holding them back.
Finally, the gun jammed. Something was broken, busted by a German shell. I tried to fix it, but it was no use. It was dead. I was out of ammunition, alone, and wounded. The Germans were close, too close. I knew I couldn't fight them off. So, I did the only thing I could think of. I played dead.
I lay there covered in mud and blood, pretending to be another casualty. I could hear the Germans shouting, their heavy boots trampling past. It was the longest, most terrifying wait of my life. Every second felt like an eternity. I was certain they'd find me, finish me off.
But they didn't. Eventually, darkness fell. Under the cover of the night, I crawled, dragging my wounded leg, back to our lines. I don't know how I did it, but I did. I reached my regiment, told them what happened.
They said I bought them time for reinforcements to arrive, time to shore up the defenses. My stand, they said, had helped stop the German advance, preventing them from reaching those vital ports. Maybe it did. Maybe I did make a difference. After that, I was sent to a hospital in Brighton Pavilion to recover. And then, something incredible happened. I was summoned to Buckingham Palace. King George V himself pinned the Victoria Cross on my chest. The highest honor, they said, for conspicuous bravery. I was the first Indian to receive it. Me, a simple Pathan lad from a small village. I kept serving in the army after that, rising to the rank of Subedar. I retired in 1929 and went back to Punjab. Lived a quiet life, mostly.
Khudadad Khan passed away in 1971, a venerable old man at the age of 82. He was one of the last surviving veterans from British India who had bravely fought on the Western Front. His passing marked the end of an era, a time when Indian soldiers served often at great cost, a power that wasn't entirely their own. But his legacy lived on. They built statues in his honor, inscribed his name on memorials across the world. There's one that stands tall at the Pakistan Army Museum in Rawalpindi, a constant reminder of his courage, and another, alongside so many other heroes, at the Memorial Gates in Hyde Park Corner in London. They even placed a commemorative paving stone at the National Memorial Arboretum, a place of peace and remembrance. He would have found it all a bit much, I think. He was a humble man. But Khudadad Khan's story, it wasn't just about him. It was about all the Indian soldiers, over 1 million souls, who fought in that terrible war. They fought far from their homes, for a country that, in many ways, wasn't even their own. They made sacrifices beyond measure. Their story must be told. And maybe, just maybe, his little story, as he called it, can help keep their memory alive. It wasn't just him who was brave. They all were. They did what they had to do. And isn't that all that anyone can ever ask?
Subscribe to stay updated on more fascinating historical discoveries and hidden stories. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know about our new videos, behind-the-scenes content, and community updates. Plus, it's a great way to support the channel.